Pulling off funds. Hey, hey. Got my oatmeal right here. Good oatmeal. And today I'm going to talk about freedom of speech. What is freedom of speech to us? Well, it means a lot of things to everyone. Hey, it means being able to communicate via Skype, via any medium, to get a point across in a lecture or a conference. It means to be able to speak your mind in vocations and vouchers and so many auditorium and just to be able to pronounce a speech and have days or even weeks of seminars where you can go out and you can speak publicly, and that's freedom of speech. Now, I take freedom of speech as having a little fun, maybe rallying, right, and having organized labor movements. And I mean, frankly, for me, I kind of like the idea of having an angel army, so I kind of step over the line a bit with freedom of speech when I say, why can't you go door to door like a Jehovah's Witness or Mormon and have a megaphone on and say, congratulations, you have joined Michael's army, Archangel Michael, right? And that's a little crazy, but that's freedom of speech. But I wouldn't do that. It's just in a free world. Why couldn't you go and just speak your mind door to door? It's allowed, and that's freedom of speech. What we are able to do on Halloween, go door to door and ask for candy, right? That's freedom. And UNICEF collecting money, donations, all freedom of speech. What else is freedom? It's being able to direct yourself and to portray yourself in a way that you look at later and you are happy with. It's anything from a movie to a snippet of a webcam to, it's all freedom of speech. And basically you have to be careful because of the privacy laws and stepping overboard, but honestly I think it's healthy to share ideas, to communicate often, and to better the whole with, even though you might not get views, even though you might not be seen, it's better than nothing. And basically it's one of your best psychological supports to communicate with the medium. And what I can get at is, we have a state right now that allows freedom of speech. Now, whether that discontinues, we'll see, but you just have to be happy with it and be proud that if you have a YouTube channel or one avenue or another to show what your interests are, to show what your fundamental rights are. Now, granted, I have issues with some of the rights because I feel they can be pushed further. I feel they can be added on to. And really what I'm looking at is outer space, pushing the limit. What are our rights out in space? Because if we don't sign charters with each other now about what our rights are in outer space, we're in trouble. And that's what freedom of speech is to me. It's politically going in and saying we need these freedoms for outer space, not just for on Earth. Because right now it's a tricky situation with the nations, being separated. And that's just because we haven't determined our fundamental economic policy, which will come in time. It just takes a little getting used to, and hopefully new ideas will start bringing us together. What else can I say? It's freedom of speech, and forgive me if I didn't mean to show you my breakfast. I just had something to eat, that's all. And what else? Freedom of speech. It's like looking at the blue sky and just raising your hands to the sky, right? Freedom of speech. Singing, career. That's all freedom of speech. If you weren't given a career, what would that be? You wouldn't be able to talk. You wouldn't be able to do a lot of things. And with that, I just have to say, freedoms are like looking at the sky or looking at the other space. It's universal, and you just have to imagine yourself above the clouds. Above the clouds. What else? Music. Music is freedom. Freedom of speech. If you can imagine creating music, equations, whatever, but hiding true facts in them because there's something hidden, but you're not allowed to show the absolute truth in it. So you have to give a position so that someone else will eventually go through it and find what you have been missing. And that's the point. That's the point with music, that's the point with equations, that's the point with memes. So leave something, just a sliver of light in the image or in the tone, and hopefully someone will pick it out and do something with it. And that's life to me. That's freedom of speech. It's just having that right to go out there and just leave a little Easter egg or something to make the day. So thank you, and God bless.